Okay, I was reading chapter 10 in Acts. Cornelius calls for Peter. And this is where Peter has the vision. And it's quite interesting to me. Even I was deceived at one point, but I was deceived because I was just depending upon pastors. And I've learned not to depend upon any pastor and to let Bible interpret Bible. And yeah, let my Holy Spirit work. So I was brought out of deception. This is one that is very common, but people think pork was made clean, for example. It was not anywhere in the Bible. I hate to break it to people. But if we look at Peter's vision, and I'll make this quick, go to chapter 10, read it all the way through. Let the Bible interpret Bible. Okay? So, chapter 10, this is where the vision of, I went a little highlighter heavy, forgive me. But this is Peter's vision. And in verse 14, he's pretty much already in the vision. So, a large sheet was brought down and contained all kinds of four-footed animals, as well as reptiles, birds, and then a voice told him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." And then Peter says, "Surely not, Lord," and that he had never eaten anything impure or unclean. Okay? And then we go to the next verse. "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." And that's where people stop. That's where people stop for some reason. But we're going to continue. So, 15, that's verse 15. If we go to verse 28, okay, so finally, the three people that went to find Simon called Peter, they arrive, and then Peter arrives at Cornelius's house, okay. So then now we're in verse 28. Obviously, read the whole thing, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of time. He said to them, excuse me, Peter said, it's Peter talking. So he said to them, "You are well aware that it is against our law for a Jew to associate with or visit a Gentile. But God has shown me that I should not call anyone impure or unclean." Anyone is talking about Jews and Gentiles. It's talking about people, not food. And then you continue further, okay, in verse 34. Then Peter began to speak. "I now realize how true it is that God does not show favoritism, but accepts from every nation the one who fears him and does what is right." Again, talking about man. And then if you go further down here, Peter was speaking, okay, and we're at verse 45 now. And it says, "The circumcised believers who had not come with Peter were astonished." Who had come, were astonished that the gift of the Holy Spirit had been poured out even on Gentiles. So Peter's vision, it's talking about Jews and Gentiles. It's not talking about pork. Nowhere in the Bible are all foods clean. Not even that one Mark verse, which I will do a video on probably. But in my 1611 Bible, that Mark verse does not exist. That was added later. Okay, that's why not all of them have it. Jesus never said it. So, take it for what it is. It's not my truth. It's God's truth. So, scratch off Peter's vision as a support that you can still eat pork, because you can't. And we'll do it one by one, I guess. But Peter's vision, talking about Jews and Gentiles. Have a great day.